Hi everyone, how are you? It's Deb. Okay, I'm here sort of with my project for Christmas in July with Helen Lewis that was supposed to be posted yesterday, but I had some family situations and I could not finish or post yesterday. So, let me show you what I used. I used this Seasonal Chums. Let's see, now today we have glare. Why do we have glare today? Let me put that up like that. Okay, Seasonal Chums stamp set from Stampin' Up. I've had this for probably a year, but it is still in the current catalog on page 103. It's got a snowman, a reindeer, and this jack-o'-lantern here for Halloween. The sentiments say, Merry Christmas, you're sweet, being your friend is a real treat, to, from, and trick or treat. And then it does have coordinating framelits on page 219, which I highly recommend if you get this set that you get the framelits to go with it. And let's see, they are called Seasonal Tags framelits over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's in the gray. Which way do I go? This way, right here. So it cuts out the jack-o'-lantern, the reindeer, and the snowman. But it also has a Christmas tree, 2 snowflakes, a bat, like a cobweb, spider web, and 1 or 2 other things I can't tell right from that picture. So it's a cute set. I really like it, and let me show you what I'm doing. I'm not even all the way finished. Oh, and then so here are mine. And the case is upside down, but it does say Seasonal Tags framelits, and this one says Seasonal Chums. So there you go. I did use the original watercolor pencils on 2 of them. I didn't like them on these. One of them's okay, the other one I didn't like, but there was a reason for that. And I did use my one of my blending pens, blender pen. They come in a pack of 3 in the catalog or on the web. They work really well with the watercolor pencils. And I used this crumb cake stamping pad. It's the old style. I got this at a yard sale actually, crumb cake, but it still works, so I used that. I did use some non-Stampin' Up embossing powder on one of them, which I'll show you, and I did use alcohol markers. I do not yet have the Stampin' Blends, which are the alcohol markers that Stampin' Up sells, so I had to use what I have. So I used, these are my Spectrum Noirs. I used TN3 and TN2. They're tans for the little reindeer. I used CR 8 and 9, which are reds, for a little bow on the reindeer, and the red on the snowman in various places. I used a gray IG3, which I have to put away in a minute. I used PL1, which is a pink, and I used PP3, just put that in the wrong place, for ears of various little creatures. And I used True Black. I'm still getting used to this setup, guys. And then on the snowman, I also used OR1, which is orange, for his little carrot nose, and GB6, and that's for the little beak on the bird on his hat, and JG6, which was for the scarf and the other things, and TB6 on one of them. I can't remember what I used it on. So those are the markers I used, which are now put away. So let me show you what they come out to be. They are little tiny tags, and they have a little holder up here to put a string through, which I'm going to do, and then you open them up like this, And in here goes your sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, let me, before I do that, that's the reindeer. And I did 4 of those with alcohol markers. And one I watercolored. And I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. And then I did 3 snowmen in alcohol markers. Which I thought turned out, I love this little bunny hanging on to them down at the bottom. I thought they came out good. Oh, the 3 snowmen are stamped out first in archival ink, which is waterproof, and I didn't know if that would work with the markers, but it actually did, I think, pretty well. And then the last one I did I don't like. What I tried to do is use Versamark white pigment ink, looks like that, which I've had in my stash, and then I embossed it with the white embossing powder. Now this is a Recollections one because I don't have the Stampin' Up ones yet, and then I used the watercolor crayons. The problem I had was I couldn't see, I could feel it, but I couldn't see the lines with the embossing powder, the white on white. So I don't really recommend doing that. Maybe if you use white on black or something like that, I don't know. But I mean, it's okay, but it's not my fave. Not my fave for sure. So anyway, what I need to do is stamp. Oh, and this one I wanted to talk about the front of him. I used an aqua brush to blend it a little bit, and I guess it turned out okay. And on the back I used the blender pen, and I think that turned out a little better, but I still have some streaking, so I clearly need to watch lots of videos of other people coloring. Melissa Nightfear, I'm going to come over and yeah, just watch you a lot, I think, pretty soon, and see how you do in coloring, because you're a fantastic colorist, coloring person, or whatever. So I'm going to try and open this stamp pad. Woohoo, I did it. It opens a little different than the new ones. And this is the little 2 from out of the kit. And I'm just going to put it in crumb cake on the reindeer inside. And you can see the alcohol markers do bleed not all the way through. Now I did use 110-pound cardstock as well here. So yeah, I got a little bit of line on that, but yeah, well. I wonder why. So anyway, yeah, I need practice at my coloring. But I'll get there. I like to color. I actually think I like markers better than colored pencil, which surprises me because I really thought I'd like colored pencil better. But I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it also hurts my hand a little more. I have a little bit of arthritis in my hand and a little bit of tendonitis in my right wrist, which is I'm right-handed. So that's not good, right? So let me clean this off and close up my stamp pad. And then I'm going to use black on the, actually maybe I'll use red on the snowman. I'm just going to use a paper towel. Sorry guys, not prepared. I ordered a, I have a chamois which is not wet. I don't really have a good container for it, so I have ordered some empty stamp cases from Stampin' Up, and I have watched other people put there's a Stampin' Up chamois which I've also ordered, put the chamois in this empty stamp case, and that keeps it you know, from dripping all over or whatever, and you have a platform on which to clean your stamps. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, now I'm going to use Lovely Lipstick, and this one I think you lift first and then push, and they're a little stiff because they're new. And I'm going to try this on a piece of scrap first since it's new. I think I've used it once or twice for labels. See, I'm getting these little lines here, which I'm not crazy about on this particular little stamp. Why is that? I don't know. Anyway, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yeah, that turned out pretty good. I'm going to put little ribbons on, but I don't need to hold you back for that. What I'll do is I'll just put them on, and then I'll take pictures and I'll show them at the end of the video. So, yeah, that's not, I didn't do perfect at that. Alright, let me put this away. That was Lovely Lipstick in colors this year. Okay, and let me clean the stamp. And then I'll let you guys go. I hope you're all having a great weekend. I already was out, had to run to where Mom usually lives and get her dirty clothes and things and bring them back before we have a major rainstorm coming, thunder and lightning and possible flooding. We had one of those last week too, but events around here are being canceled and everything because of the potential for flooding, because yeah. Anyway, so I did that. My mother is in the hospital. I have a nurse, I have a call into the nurse to find out what's going on, because we were waiting to see if the doctor would go in this morning and see her and let me know a plan of action, and she has not called me back yet. The nurse has not. So I will call pretty soon as lunch is over at the hospital, lunchtime. So yeah, and hopefully I'll get more information, but I think she's probably going to be either in there a few days or in a rehab center again. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. I will come back. My cute little tags. I think on the snowman I'm going to put a little sparkle pen in their whiteness. And I think I'm going to put a little of that also on Rudolph's little jingle bell on his bow. So they're my little tags. I hope you enjoy them. It's not a whole lot this week, but that's where I'm at. Alright guys, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace.